We are back here on the Senior Network. We have friends of ours with us joining us right now. Tatiana from Pruitt Corporation, thank you. Becky from the Cypress, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
These girls are regulars on this show. It's pretty funny because we've been talking about the way we sort of wanted to direct this segment, and organically we were talking about compliance, and we're talking about really aging in the right place and what that looks like. So I'd kind of like to hear from you, because I think the Cypress is the perfect example of people aging in the right place.
Absolutely, and aging in the right place really comes down what kind of decisions you're going to make in your life as you as we grow older. And these are difficult decisions. Staying in your home, current home, without the supportive services like helping with maintenance.
Yeah.
Helping, maybe offering a meal a day, transportation. Let's say you don't drive any longer, and let's say your 95-year-old self, you don't drive any longer, and so where's the right place? Is it to stay in your current home,
Correct.
or to look for services like Pruitt, or hopefully the Cypress, where these services are provided? That's a good decision.
Exactly, and I think we talk a lot about continuum of care. You can start at one, that's something you've taught me, you start at one level and then you can progress. Do you find medication compliance and folks doing the right thing tough?
Yes.
Yes, and why is that?
Well, it can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe sometimes the patient doesn't understand why they're on a certain medication, or they don't understand what the medication does.
Do you find that a lot?
Absolutely, and that's why we have the services
Right.
on campus to help with that.
And it's not even just, or maybe they can't remember. Maybe there's not a structure in place that help them remember. Maybe there's a little bit of cognitive decline that they need a little bit of, reminders.
Or a pill box check.
Exactly.
And for the people who may not know the services that Pruitt offers, can you share with us a little bit about what those are?
Absolutely. So we're a home health company. So oftentimes if a patient sees their physician, or they're recently hospitalized and maybe have suffered a recent decline, providers will call on home health and have them come into the home and, either help with nursing, teaching about medications and compliance, maybe a new diagnosis like diabetes or heart failure, and ways to safely manage those illnesses.
So there's an educational component to what you do.
Oh, absolutely.
And then a physical component too?
That's right. So there's physical therapy and occupational therapy that focus on getting the patient stronger, being able to stay as independent as possible, to walk safely, transfer safely from the bed, to get out of bed and get to the restroom, or
and that sort of transcends back to even the things that you're doing. I think these things are all woven so nicely together.
They are. At the Cypress, we hope that folks will choose the Cypress before they need these services. Actually, you have to come to the Cypress before you need these services. We do require a physical that says that that your physician signs off that you can live independently. But I get this question all the time. And it's just, and I guess it's just education. We just need to be patient and continue to educate. But I get this question all the time. So if I move to the Cypress into independent living, so what happens when I need a higher level of care? Well, that's why you've chosen the Cypress, is because we offer, and we
continuum.
don't, and like the gentleman in the previous segment was talking about, I'm only treating you.
Right.
The Cypress is the same way. We are only servicing you, whatever that means. And so aging in place in the right place
It's so important.
I've already drank the Kool-Aid. It's the Cypress.
I think it's fantastic. And I'm listening to you talk about we're treating you, which is sort of the theme of the show today, because basically that's what you all do.
Absolutely personalized plans of care.
And that's pretty amazing. Oh my goodness, how can we be out of time? Look at
I know I've got another 5 minutes.
I know it's fun when you go, what? Stay with us, there's more to come.